Shalom Betham. The Midah for this week is one with which many of us struggle. It is Erech Apayim, translated as being slow to anger. For most of us, when our fuse gets lit, it's short, intense, and leads to an inevitable explosion that can cause widespread damage if we're not careful. This Midah is an acknowledgement of that, and a path to try and help us contain and focus so that we don't hurt the people around us. It's so important in our tradition that it's one of the 13 attributes of God we celebrate as part of our High Holy Day services. And while we understand that God is able to control anger through an indomitable will, we often need a bit more help. Many of the Musar teachers we learn from have spent a good deal of time delving into this Midah. Alan Marinis, in his book With Heart in Mind, shares two valuable practices from our rabbis. In the first one, he talks about a Hasidic teacher that used to give out holy water, which he guaranteed to eliminate all domestic conflicts. Whenever a couple had the urge to argue, they would put some of this special water into their mouth and hold it there for as long as possible without swallowing. It proved very effective in stopping arguments. In another example, the altar of Kelm used to help himself deal with his anger by making a resolution never to get angry unless he put on his special anger clothes. Only then would he allow his anger to come out. We see the wisdom in both of these practices. Our tradition doesn't tell us to never be angry. Actually, the proper place of anger is something that I'll speak about on these High Holy Days. Rather, what we learn is that we need to find ways to lengthen our fuse, slow its burn, and give ourselves time to think about what we really want to say or do. My friends, with all of us out of our normal routines, together in these close quarters with families, this Midah has never been more important. It doesn't really matter if you use special water, anger clothes, or take a deep breath and count to 10. I encourage you to take some time this week to think about it and find your own way to slow your burn and embody the Midah of Erech Apayim. Shavua Tov.